Hi, YouTubers, Facebookers, and wherever else this happens to end up. I'm Phantom on a budget, and I was bored. Actually, I had to do some makeup inventory, and I thought I would bring you all along. Yeah, anyway, I thought maybe I would show you all what is in the makeup bag. What is in the makeup bag, actually? Yeah, we're doing well. This is gonna go great. So as you can see, this is actually the Phantom on a Budget makeup kit. Makeup bag. It's a backpack, because that's what professionals use. They drag all their stuff around in a backpack. Yep, so it's a backpack. I don't know what kind, where it came from. It just kind of came into my life one day, and it's relatively convenient when I'm schlepping all my stuff around like New York City, and I can just wear this and drag my giant bag of costumes and whatever behind me. So it actually turned out to be kind of convenient. And yeah, let's just take a little look-see in here. Haven't opened this up in a little while, so just okay. What are you? That's nice. What are you? It's a, this is going well. It's a palette thing, and I must have bought this at some point. Yeah, it's got a bunch of face powder, highlighter, contour, blush, different concealers, and a couple of little brushes. So, although this is kind of what I'm talking about, like on the budget standpoint, like if you can find something like this in your department store or whatever, actually these can go a long way if you're smart about using them. So that's nice. So my plan for this year is to do obviously the Andrew Lloyd Webber makeup again, that's what I always do. But in addition to that, I want to do the Cloud Rains 1943 version of Phantom and do a tutorial with, we're going to get some silicone in, and we're going to use that. Just trying to see whatever else I have in here that can actually be used toward that, and I don't know. let's just start opening shit, shall we? I've got, this is, what is that? Oh, that's Richard Collodion. So the tiny little bottle, that's Rich Collodion, and that is a scarring liquid, and I will probably be using that a little bit on the Cloud Rains version to create some indented scarring on the face in addition to the silicone. And then this is the Fleet Street Dark Drying Blood that was in the Robert Englund Phantom makeup tutorial from the other year. These are special effects gelatins. So there's a flesh colored one here, kind of a neutral colored one, and then a red one for like your blood gel. So that's handy if you're doing a really bloody character and you don't want the blood to get all over everything. And cleansing wipes and whatever. That's nice. Just gonna shove that over there to mix. This is actually what I use for my rubbing alcohol. I get like 99% or even 91% isopropyl alcohol. Throw that in there. You can use that to thin like the rubber mask grease paint, and you can use it as a adhesive remover too. So just any old little cuppy thing is good. And sponges. So many sponges. And this is my Skin Illustrator, the alcohol activated makeups. I got that, and there's a blood palette on top of it. And by the way, so the ones that are starting out, you guys that are just starting out, you don't need really all of this. You just need a little bit. This is like a long time. Old. Very old. Like 14 years of makeuping for me. So that's why I have all this stuff. And all of it isn't 14 years old. That would be really terrible. So that's why I'm doing inventory. It's always good to look at your makeup stash, even if you're not using it every now and then, just to make sure everything is current and not getting old and gross and expired and nasty. So that's kind of why I'm doing it now, because then it can, Broadway comes in 2 months, basically, and it's a good time to refresh whatever needs to get replaced. This is my TV paint stick. This is a cream makeup. It's by Kryolan. The color is 3W, and that is the color that they use on the stage Phantoms on Broadway. True fact. And these are just a highlight and a contour wheel. Also cream makeup. What is that? Flexible sealer. Flexible sealer is what we use on the eyebrow wax. It just seals the wax over your eyebrow so it doesn't, you know, move around and fall off and embarrass you in front of your friends. And then just Prosthetic, and it looks like an old age stipple, which actually I've yet to use in makeup, but maybe I'll use it for the Cloud Rains one. So, but I'm assuming my labeling is correct. I've got acetone, which can be used as a remover. This is it's all by Krylon. They make a makeup grade acetone, which is pretty strong and can take off really any adhesive that you got. So I've used some of that before. It's fine. Just more flexible sealer for the eyebrow pencil. I don't know why I have this much. Just a medical adhesive remover. So lots of removers all together. Oh, cool. Didn't know I had that. It's time to makeup inventory. You know what you have, so you don't go ordering it again. This is Talisa's Isogel. This is basically like a gelled alcohol. So for the alcohol activated Skin Illustrator palette, you can throw this in there, and what that does is it thins out the makeup, activates it so that you can use it, but also can thin it out into different, you know, thin washes or really opaque, however you want it. So it's kind of nice. It just doesn't run as much as like a regular rubbing alcohol would. And then glycerin, which I think I might have used that in the Robert England, but now I have an entire bottle and have no idea what to do with it. So it's, yeah. Oh, the fixing spray. So when you're doing a makeup and you're all done with it and you want it perfect and to stay perfect, you can spritz this on there lightly and it'll help seal everything and keep it from rubbing off onto everybody that you meet. Yep. Krylon Mass Fix Spirit Gum, which is what I use for the wig. I don't use spirit gum, in case anybody's wondering. I've said it 1,000 times in other videos, but I'll say it again. I don't use spirit gum for prosthetics because it's not built and it was never conceived for prosthetics. It was made for, you know, gluing down like lace hair pieces, like your mustaches or your wigs or whatever. So it's great for that, love it for that. Crap for prosthetics. So if you're doing prosthetics of any type, definitely go with Prosthetic or even the silicone-based adhesives or medical adhesive. Much stronger, gonna last longer, especially if you're doing anything around the mouth, which all those prosthetics will always, you know, come up and pop off a lot faster because this area of the face moves so much. Like, invest in a much better adhesive than spirit gum, just saying. Unless you're only doing wigs, in which case it's great. So not looking forward to putting, I should probably like put all this away. Now this is just my bobby pins and my wig caps. Lots of wig caps and lots of bobby pins. Because hair. It's like Christmas. It's not like Christmas at all. This is isopropyl Mirror Straight. Don't know if I'm saying that right. And this is 99% isopropyl alcohol. And the 99% alcohol, what that does not get you drunk. It is for activating the alcohol activated makeup, and it is a great adhesive remover too. And so is the Mirror Straight. So that's what the Mirror Straight's for. That's actually, I think, it's an excellent adhesive remover, and I think it is a little bit oily, so there's that, but I think it does a great job of taking everything off, and it, you know, doesn't trash your skin. So, like, again, this is just super not professional, but definitely probably more makeup than your average Halloween goer would have. So this is what I need to replace probably. This is my Rubber Mask Grease Paint Palette. It's by Krylon, and I'm afraid to open it up. I have to go to dinner after this, so I'm a little bit afraid to get makeup all over me. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yep. So this is on the older side. This is their W palette. So it's got different shades of flesh tone that also correspond with that TV paint stick that I have. And this one's gonna get thrown out. It's older and all over me now. It's nice. Now what? Oh, sponges. So many of the sponges. The little wet makeup wedges. Need those. Yep, still good. A giant thing of Ben Nye Neutral Set translucent powder. This is what I used to set the cream makeup and the rubber mask grease paint powder. And it's translucent because if you just use like baby powder is white. So if you use that to set your makeup, which you can totally do if you're on a budget, but it will lighten your makeup quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna throw this back in here where it belongs. So yep. Hair stuff for the wig guy, and other hair products. So and maybe probably a mustache and some sideburns. Yep, there they are. Some lace hair pieces for when I cosplay Andre. Fluffy, soft, multi-purpose cotton balls. 200 of them. That's good. Rubber sponges. So if you're doing anything with, again, the rubber mask grease paint, you need, or really should have, these rubber sponges. Just make it a little bit easier to apply that with. And you can also dip those in the alcohol and thin out the grease paint to make a thinner wash of it, because it's really thick and really opaque, and sometimes it just needs to be a little bit more realistic, so that's why you use the alcohol to thin it out. So that's useful. And then the black stipple sponges, which I'm not going to bother with, but the stipple sponges are for, you know, putting in some patterns and some more. They're great for doing like fake beards with, if you're just trying to do a little bit of stubble on your skin. Yep, the FX Warehouse Phantom prosthetics, which appear to be bad. I don't know what happened. They got stuck to the bag. Ew. Yeah. That's nice. Oh, that's delicious. They're great. These are great. You can pick them up and they're ready to go, and they're very soft and light and comfy. They're like a warm hug for your face. But they're also $60. So I only had them for, I did a video review a while ago, and they've been stuck in my bag ever since, and now they're look like they're seen better days. Also, really good to always have some makeup references. So despite the fact that I've done this forever and I am a one-trick pony, the one-trick pony still needs some reference photos, just in case. Pro tip. No, just kidding. Amateur tip. Amateur tip is always have makeup reference photos of whatever it is that you're trying to create. Otherwise, it turns out to be a giant mess, like almost every other makeup that I've ever done. So have reference photos. Last pocket. More swabs. Love these. And this is my Krylon eyebrow wax. Plenty of it. Don't need to reorder that. And my brush set, which may have, yep, didn't really, yeah, that's clean your brushes often. Okay, we're gonna set that aside, clean those up again. Brushes, oh, and sometimes you just gotta have some cheapo kid paint brushes, because you just never know when you don't want to ruin your nice ones. Cats, scissors, mirror, what are you? Oh, it's a mirror that I can take with me wherever I go. Ow. Almost afraid to stick my hand in here because I don't know what I'm gonna find. Knox gelatin. Cool. So for those that want to start playing with like gelatin type effects, burn effects, whatever, this is a great place to start. Very cheap, and you can find it in your local grocery store. So go to it. Yeah. Glue stick. Glue stick for gluing your eyebrows down. It's in the Robert England video. So check it out. Time is it. I almost have to leave. Oh, But in general, great idea to have all your makeup stuff together in one place, whether it be in a bag or a box or something that you know where it's at. Yeah, just leave yourself some time to, you know, update as necessary, and then you'll be ready, and it's way less stressful. It's no fun getting to where you're going, and then you go to work on your makeup and, you know, it's bad, or the brushes fell apart, or you don't have enough cotton swabs. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding makeup supplies, tools, anything like that, regarding, you know, for your Phantom makeup, just shoot me an email. I'm always happy to chat. It's phantom@phantomonabudget.com, and I will talk to you then. Otherwise, have a great winter, and I will see you guys probably either for the question and answer video or at BroadwayCon. Okay? Talk to you guys later.